Welcome to Life with David. I'm David, and today is the bomb. Actually, it's a bomber, the B-17 to be specific. I'll be taking a ride over AirVenture in the Yankee Lady, one of only a few B-17 Flying Fortress bombers that are still airworthy. So why don't you join me as we experience what it's like to fly in one of the workhorses of World War II. We flew on the Yankee Lady on Tuesday of AirVenture. We boarded a bus in the Warbird area and drove to the Appleton Airport about 30 minutes north. We arrived just as the Yankee Lady was returning from the previous flight. We boarded with 3 people sitting in the front of the aircraft, 2 in the radio room in the midsection, 1 near the ball turret, and 5, including me, in the rear by the waist guns. The engines were started for our 29-minute flight, and we taxied to the runway. After clearance, the B-17 took the runway and began its takeoff roll. We lifted off and headed south to circle the AirVenture grounds. The Yankee Lady is one of the last B-17G Flying Fortresses produced and was delivered to the Army Air Corps in July of 1945. It never saw battle, but rather was converted into a search and rescue plane for the Coast Guard, where it served from 1946 until 1958. After being used for several missions, including an air tanker for fighting forest fires and a stint as one of the 5 B-17s used in the filming of the movie Tora Tora Tora, it was eventually obtained by the Yankee Air Museum just west of Detroit. After an extensive renovation, it started flying passengers in 1995 and has been going strong ever since. The original B-17 line was designed in the mid-1930s. The B-17G was the last variant produced and had a wingspan of 103 feet and a length of 74 feet. It has 4 1,200 horsepower Wright Cyclone turbo-supercharged engines, each consuming 50 gallons of fuel per hour. Its maximum speed is 287 miles per hour with a cruise speed of 160 miles per hour. The maximum bomb weight was 10,000 pounds and had a range of 2,000 miles. It has a maximum altitude of 35,000 feet, however, it wasn't pressurized. The crew had to survive temperatures of 30 degrees below zero Fahrenheit during long bombing runs over Germany. One of the things that struck me was how compact the plane felt. Although it's a large plane, it isn't huge by today's standards. I definitely needed to crouch and hold on to move about the interior. We were encouraged to move about the aircraft in order to experience all the stations. I was able to move forward into the radio room and across the bomb bay to the rear of the flight deck. However, our fellow passengers that were seated in the forward section decided that they liked the view so much that they never relinquished their seats. As a result, the remaining 8 passengers never experienced the bombardier, navigator, or flight engineer stations. The dorsal gun had not been installed, rather an open grating covered the hatch. We were able to look out the hatch, and I was able to capture some interesting video as we rounded the AirVenture grounds. I just had to be careful not to lose the camera in the 160 mile per hour slipstream. We returned to Appleton and our 29-minute flight was over all too quickly. As we taxied back to the bus, I thought how ironic it was that we just enjoyed a joyride on a beautiful July day in Wisconsin, while during its heyday, the bomber crew was fighting for their lives at 35,000 feet and 30 degrees below zero while being shot at by fighters over Europe and the Pacific. Thanks for joining me today. We took a brief flight aboard a B-17 Flying Fortress. It's sobering to think of the hardship and sacrifices that all participants of World War II experienced in defense of their countries. Most of the crew were in their late teens or early 20s, and hundreds of thousands never made it home. If you like this video, or you think someone else might, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. The more likes this video has, the more YouTube will recommend it to others. Also, please leave a comment or suggestion for things to do. I hope to do more of these videos, so please subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get together next time for another day in Life with David. See you soon!